Welcome to the Vibrant Life Radio Show with Dr. Brian Ullman.
Welcome, everybody. Dr. Ullman here. Great to hear from everybody. What a great week we had. And again, welcome to the Vibrant Life Radio Show. Today we have some wonderful guests. And again, I'll say hello to my beautiful wife, Julene, sitting next to me. How are you today, dear?
I am doing great, and so happy to see these two beautiful girls right here.
Oh my gosh, we don't want to waste any of their time. We have in studio today two lovely ladies who are fitness extraordinaire trainers. They are Camie Cragg Lyman and Kylee Keenan. How are you ladies doing today?
Well, thank you.
Fantastic.
Good. How are you?
I'm doing great. Let me brag on these two gals because we've known Camie for years, since she was just about a tadpole, and she is very, very accomplished athlete over the years. I imagine you are too, Kylee. But let me brag on these two gals. They are from Camie Cragg Fitness, that is located on Mira Loma Drive, Suite 104. And let me pull the car over, write this down right now. Phone number is 825-2231. This is how you're going to get a hold of these gals because they really will whip you into shape. But they are both NASM and AFAA certified. And what that is, that's the National Academy of Sports Medicine. And the other is the Aerobic Fitness Association of America. And they're both certified. They're both credentialed. They both undergo rigorous continuing education every year. What did you say, 20 or 30 hours a year, plus retesting to really bring the best to sports fitness and training. They are not just some big galoot in the gym that says, hey, let me train you. These gals are legit. They are the real deal. And if you are in studio, and I welcome everybody to come on down to the studio here at Old Town Mall and just meet these two gals, because you can tell by their appearance that they know what they're doing. They know what they're doing. Other than missing a few front teeth, I think they're doing.
Not true.
That's why I go to him.
That's a dental joke. But I'm going to extract a lot of information. We only have these two wonderful trainers for a couple, maybe for 45 minutes or 50 minutes today. And I really want to extract as much information out of you both for our listeners, because there are a lot of myths in terms of weight loss and training. And I'm at a time in my life, seriously, I'm in my 50s now, and losing that weight isn't as easy as just pushing back from the table. Right. And working out has changed dramatically. So why don't we start with you, Camie? Tell us a little bit about yourself, your history, and then Kylee, I want to hear a little bit about you. And then I've got a ration of questions that I want to ask you.
Me too.
Great.
I don't know how we're going to get it all in.
I don't know. Well, thank you so much first for having both myself and Kylee. We're really excited. But I'm Camie, and I come from an athletic background. I've been playing sports my whole life, volleyball and basketball, track in high school, and then went to college, and then I played volleyball and basketball there. And I double majored in communications, marketing, PR, and then in sports psychology. And I started out just doing spinning and instructing out at 24 Hour Fitness in San Rafael. And because I was at the time going to Dominican University. And my senior year, I was at the gym. And there was this, I was always in the gym. You guys know me. But I was in the gym, and this mom and this girl comes in the gym, and she just looked like didn't know where they were really. And so I walked up to him, and I just said hi, and we went on and started talking. And she's like, well, I really need help. My daughter needs help in the gym. And I said, I'd be glad to help her. And so long story short, she was completely 100% blind. And I had the opportunity to help her in the gym when I was there. So I'd go to her dorm room, I'd pick her up, we'd go to the gym, and we'd work out. And that's why that moment was the moment that I knew that I wanted to be a trainer, and fitness trainer for that matter. And from that point to this point, I realized that I talked to her because she was blind, and so I explained everything in detail and over again. So I was painting a picture for her all the time. And I find myself still coaching and teaching people now that way. But people are very visual, and they need to hear over and over again. So at that point, it was awesome. And I moved back to Reno from San Rafael because I got diagnosed with Graves' disease, which is a malfunction of your thyroid. It's a very, very overactive thyroid. So every week that was going by, I was losing a pound. And I was getting down, within a month, I was down 20 pounds. Losing my hair, the whole bit of Graves. And so I was unable to go to the doctor there so much, and I was always going back to Reno, so it just was a good move. And then I met up with my old trainer, Max, and he gave me the job with him over there, and that's when my career started as a fitness trainer.
That's fantastic. Now, have you regained health through fitness?
Yes, sir.
That's very important.
Yeah, from my graves. Yeah, I had it radiated, and if I could go back in time and not be 24 years old and have a little bit more knowledge and understanding of it, I don't think I would have got it radiated out, because I know that food is the medicine to help that. But I'm still on medicine every month, and sometimes if I overeat refined sugars or processed foods, it ignites it. So I need to make sure that I stay super level with the foods that I'm eating. So, and most definitely the fitness and staying active and stuff. I've been to the point where I haven't taken my medication because I thought I was she-woman. And I went to the doctor, and she's like, I don't know how, number one, you're not dead, or number two, how you're not 50 pounds overweight. And the only thing that I could tell her was, number one, I live off of heart. There's just a burning desire in me. And then two, I really, really believe that through my fitness and through my choices of foods, that really helped me.
Mm-hmm.
Well, you exude so much confidence and energy, and it's amazing to hear that you went through that.
Right.
And then you've come back just the peak of health.
Yes.
And
Yes.
you teach how many hours a day?
Well,
You're pretty active.
pretty active.
She's very active.
We get up both at 5. Well, we get up at 4, about 4:12 to be exact. That's when alarm goes off. Hit snooze once, and then up and ready to go. Well, I have 2 kids, so it's a pretty bright morning. But we're at the gym at 5, and then there's days like tonight that we won't leave the gym until 7:30 and get home around 8.
So you're helping a lot of people.
Yes, sir.
A lot of people.
Oh, yeah.
Well, Kylee, tell us a little bit about yourself.
Thank you. As Camie mentioned, I am from Reno also, and I am certified in both NASM and FAA. And I kind of tapped into the fitness industry after college. I grew up in an athletic background as well, played basketball, ran track, tapped into volleyball a little bit, but really got into the fitness industry in college when I wasn't in competitive sports anymore and had to be active on my own. So I grew up with 3 brothers and have always had a great relationship with my dad, who's also very active. So just kind of fell in love with the fitness industry and getting to know my body and sharing that passion with friends and family. And after I graduated, I also dual majored in communications and public relations, and really just wasn't sure where I was going to go with that. And at the time was training with Camie, and shared kind of my story with her and told her that I was just at this crossroads, and had lunch with my dad one day, and he said, what would you do if, all money aside, if you could do one thing for the rest of your life, what would you do? And kind of sarcastic, I said, well, work out for the rest of my life. That's what I would do.
That's what you do.
And he, and I laughed, and he said, well, why don't you pursue that? So I played with the idea and then shared my story with Camie. And at that point, we sat down and had a conversation just about where both of our lives were going. And just so blessed that things worked out the way that they did, and got certified and continued to do my research and put in the time that I needed to continue my education and do the due time to be training. So
That is fantastic.
yeah.
And are you training? You're training one-on-one, or you're doing groups?
Both. Yeah. So personal training and also the group fitness classes.
That's fantastic. What are the hours of your fitness center at Camie Cragg Fitness? What time do you open at 5 in the morning, or what?
Yes, we're open 5 a.m. and then we usually take a nice little break in the middle of the day so we can be normal humans and go run our errands, maybe do some laundry, possibly take a nap if we need to, which doesn't happen very often. But and then in the nights, usually on Thursday nights, it's the latest, about 7:30. The weekends we're open just the morning hours, around 6 to 9:30, and then Sunday we're closed.
Now, what would be the best way for someone to get started? Say you're my age and maybe we're not working out the way we should, certainly not eating the way we should. What would be the best way to get started on a better road to fitness with you?
The first thing first is just call and make that initial contact, because so many people don't, they just think about it. And so reaching out via Facebook now, email, or just walking through the door, which we see a lot now because people are understanding where a location is, so they just walk in. But I would think that would be the first attack, and then after that would be a consultation and sit down and you and Kylee and me, or me, Kylee, or me and you would understand each other's goals for each other.
So where would they call? Where would they go? What would they ask for?
Oh, I love this. 3865 Mariloma Drive, which is Suite 108. It's right across the street from the Hostess Bakery outlet that is now closed down. Very interesting that line was out the door the last day.
I'll bet it was.
And then they had to come and see you after.
Right. And then the number is 825-2231, or is that right? 2231? Yeah. All right. So
you better give them the right phone number.
Yeah, 2231.
2231. 2231. So it's really CCF1.
CCF1.
You got it.
That is awesome.
And they would just ask for an initial consultation?
Yeah, and just to talk to Kylee and I.
Is there a fee for that, or can they come in and talk to you for free?
No, we want them to just come down and talk. And then our emails are Camie at CamieCraigFitness.com, Kylee, Ryan, Michaela, or Kelly. So just our name and then CamieCraigFitness.com.
That's great. Don't go away. We're going to be right back with these two great gals.
And when we come back, we're going to talk about the 8 ways to stay healthier after cancer and how fitness plays a big role in those 8 ways to stay healthy after cancer. Again, Vibrant Live Radio Show, 2 and 2.
Right now, Nevada Matters Media is running a very wonderful special for your business. It's only $250, and here's what you'll get for that $250. You'll receive 10 spots, 1-minute spots on any or all of the 5 radio stations that Nevada Matters Media is doing business with here in Northern Nevada, as well as a free smartphone app for your smartphone all about your business or services, and it gets better. You'll receive a computer, mouse, monitor, keyboard loaded with Windows 7 and Microsoft Office to be given to the veteran of your choice, and you can take receipt of the computer and give it to them yourself. I want you to call Nevada Matters right now. The phone number is 775-827-8900. $250, 10 spots, smartphone app, and a computer. 775-827-8900.
Hey, Joel Silverman here. You know, some people need a little more help training their dog than watching my weekly TV series or listening to my radio show, so that is why I created my dog training DVDs. What I've done is broken each behavior into 12 to 16 steps in the form of 1-minute clips. What you do is watch a clip and work with your dog. When your dog understands, you simply move on to the next clip. When your dog gets to the last clip, the behavior is trained. Just go to companionsforlife.net, click on Dog Training DVDs on the opening page. And remember, fun with your heart, train with your
Think
brain.
local and support our local economy. Shop smart and get the best local daily deal at BumbleDeal.com.
BumbleDeal.com is locally owned, serving Reno and Sparks with awesome deals from local merchants.
That's why we're buzzing.
Why is BumbleDeal.com your best bet for super savings and fun?
You get 50 to 90% off in local shops and earn free honey money when you refer a friend.
But wait, there's more.
It's the only deal that gets better every day till it goes away, but don't wait too long or it's gone.
Okay, get deals like this: 86% off childcare, 86% off vocal lessons, 82% off eyelash extensions, 80% off a luscious mineral bath, up to 90% off dining.
That's why we're buzzing.
There's no better way to enjoy life, save money, and support our local economy.
The buzz is on the locally owned Daily Deal, where you get 50 to 90% off in local shops and support 2 local businesses with every awesome deal. Only at BumbleDeal.com. Log on and join today.
This is Chandra from Bloom Bake Shop and Floral, and I've been baking since I could reach the kitchen counter. I bake everything from cookies and birthday cakes for your celebrations to wedding cakes and flowers for the most special day of your life. I was raised here in Reno, and my reputation depends on providing the best desserts you've ever tasted. Call me at 775-287-8905 or see us on the web at bloomreno.com. Let Bloom Bake Shop make your day a little sweeter.
Welcome back to Vibrant Live Radio Show with your host, Dr. Brian Allman, and my wonderful, beautiful co-host, Julian Allman. Definitely try those cupcakes and goodies from Bloom Bake Shop and Floral. Now, I have 2 people here that can help us eat those and then keep them off. Before the break, I mentioned the 8 ways to stay healthy after cancer, and this was just published in Cancer Causes Control in March of 2013. This was just published. And I won't read the whole article to you, which I would enjoy, and you probably wouldn't, but the results of the 8 ways to stay healthy after cancer. And Camie and Kylee, it's just perfect that you're here because the eight things that we should avoid, and this is after cancer, but I think this would help prevent cancer as well. Number 1, don't smoke.
Yep.
And now, number 2 is avoiding secondhand smoke. That's really, really important. I remember when I was growing up, my dad smoked a pipe, my mom smoked cigarettes, and the windows were rolled up. Back then, we didn't have electric windows, and if we had rolled the window down,
forced smoking.
it was roll that window
smoke.
up.
Yeah.
And so I think I probably had 25 years of the 4-pack a day smoke years on my lungs.
goodness.
But I'm fine.
Thank God parents don't do that anymore.
Yeah, I think so. Don't smoke.
They'd get
Number
arrested.
2, avoid secondhand smoke. But number 3 is exercise regularly, which I want to talk about in just a second. Number 4 is avoid weight gain. Yeah. So if you've gained a little bit of weight, maybe we need to get rid of that weight. 5 is eat a healthy diet. And that's important. So exercising, avoiding weight, and eating a healthy diet. I want you ladies to cover that in just a second. 6 is drink alcohol in moderation. In moderation, Deborah.
What? Drink alcohol when?
Drink alcohol in moderation, but let me qualify that with if at all.
Mm-hmm. Right.
If at all.
Yes.
So 7, stay connected with friends, family, and other survivors. I think that's important.
That's
Support group is really, and that's why probably some of your people are one-on-one trainees and others do better in a group
That's
Yeah.
right.
because they're in it together.
They need that support.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And number 8, go to your regular checkups. So let's try to avoid cancer, shall we, ladies? And
Wow.
let's talk about
Yeah.
exercising regularly. Now, let's talk about some of the myths because when I was growing up, it was go into the gym, don't stretch, throw as much weight around as you could, cardio involved, just walk into your car and driving home.
Yep.
How has that changed now? What should we be doing?
It's changed dramatically. There's so much to exercise right now. There's the preparation, the time spent, and it's about committing yourself fully, and that's through weight training, resistance training. It's through cardio, cardiovascular, anything, and it's through healthy eating choices. It's through staying hydrated. It's through the less stress that you can possibly be in, and rest and recovery. And rest and recovery is one of the deals that we coach so many people in because everyone's living this fast-paced life right now.
Right.
Now-
And go ahead.
Now, Kylee, when Camie says, hey, cardio, it's all about cardio,
Yeah.
what is she really talking about? Does that mean running 20 miles a day, 6 days a week? What does that mean?
And I think now cardio is one of the things that we're learning to step outside of the box. Cardio is no longer running 20 minutes. Cardio is getting the heart rate elevated, jump rope, box jumps, jumping jacks, anything that's really going to get that heart rate up and get you breathing hard. And it doesn't have to be long and extended anymore. People are understanding that it can be short bouts of cardio, a 1-minute sprint or a 1 minute up the stairs or 1 minute of just jump jacks, something quick and fast paced to get the heart rate elevated and then drop it back down. And it's this constant up and down motion of cardio, which is really the hot thing in the fitness industry right now.
That's fantastic. Hey, if you have a call for our ladies or ourselves, the phone number here is 775-827-8900. In fact, we have a call from is it Allie from Reno's on the line. How are you doing today, Allie?
I'm doing awesome. How are you?
Fantastic. Do you have a question?
Hi, girlies.
Hi.
Do you have a question for our experts?
I do not have a question. I have just a comment how much I absolutely love these two girls.
Do you work out with them? Do they train you?
I do.
Yes.
One of the other trainers, Kelly, is a good friend of mine, and she brought me into CCF and the CCF family, and they love everybody, and there's no judging, no drama, nothing negative. It's all positive.
Now,
And
CCF, of course, is Camie Cragg Fitness.
Yes.
Tell us, how did they change your life?
Oh my gosh. Just the positivity that comes from every single person that's in that gym, whether it's their first time working out, if they've been there for years, if they're a trainer, it doesn't matter. It's just everybody is one big family. And like I said, just being positive, and they've helped me gain confidence in myself. You have no idea. And just helping me with strength training and my cardio and just believing in myself. And I just love them.
Well, let me ask you this
that's so
question.
sweet.
Let me ask you a question. So I'm 53 years old, a little overweight. It's been a while since I've would consider myself an athlete. How would somebody, and I could stand to lose 10, 20 ounces. No, pounds. How do you think I would feel walking into a room full of people that are already on board? How would I make that transition?
Well, for me personally, I was very intimidated to walk in the first time, and I've been an athlete my whole life, but definitely don't feel like I'm on the same level as Camie or Kylee. But when you walk in, it's just a sense of calm. Nobody judges you. It doesn't matter what you look like, your size, shape, age, color, your religious background, nothing. Nobody judges you. They welcome you with open arms, and they want to help. And that's the biggest thing, is they're there to help you.
So if I came in my shorts and my orange-colored tank top, my socks up to halfway up my knee, I wouldn't be.
Oh, this is not a joke.
No,
he
no,
has
no.
that outfit.
You would totally fit in, because there's 80s day and there's
There you go.
We just say, "Come here, you highlighter."
Ouch! Ouch! I like to think of myself as an outlier.
That's right. What a testament to you guys. I mean, really, that was just beautiful. Made me tear up.
I know. Allie, don't do that. You made me cry.
Well, you guys make me cry all the time. You make me laugh all the time. Kylie's laugh is amazing. I can hear it from a mile away. It's just a wonderful place to be, and when I'm not there, I miss it terribly, and when I am there, I don't want to leave. So if anybody's out there listening and they want to try it for the first time, but they're scared and they're intimidated, just take the first step and take a leap of faith, because they'll help you.
Thanks,
Allie, thank you so much for your call, and thank you so much for the
can I give Allie
conversation.
a little shout out?
Yes, you can.
She's got the best butt in the gym.
I don't know.
She does.
She's got to compete with you guys.
Great butt.
Welcome back to Vibrant Life Radio Show with the best butt in the gym.
There you go.
Nice. Allie, thank you so much again.
Allie.
Again, if you would like to have a free
fantastic.
consultation, it's 825-2231. Ask for Camie or Kylee. And Allie, thank you so much for your call.
Yes.
Thanks,
you,
Allie.
Bye,
Bye, babes.
Bye.
Camie, I've got a really quick question for you, because, I mean, going off of that phone call, I probably already have the answer. But, again, men and women who have not been in the gym for a long time, it's tough. One of the things I know for a fact, because, as we know, I've worked out with you, and the day after or the day after that, sometimes it's a little rough. How do you keep people motivated, even though they're a little sore, a little tender? How do you keep them motivated to keep coming back and breaking it down and moving forward?
I think it's that relationship that you have with that person and letting them know what they're going to feel. Because it's one thing to come into the gym already be intimidated, you don't know what's coming, and then to go through that workout, be famished, fatigued, whatever it is that you're feeling, leave, and then 2 days later be stressing that your inner thighs are protruding, and you're way bigger than you started.
But can't make it down the stairs.
No, and these are things that definitely Kylee, Michaela, Kelly, and Ryan and I explain to our clients.
Right.
So we're very, basically, we don't want to hold anything back. As much information as that we have, we do everything we can to convey that, so they're not out in the dark.
How much of your training involves nutrition? Do you do nutritional counseling?
Yeah.
Because back in the day, it was all about eat like a horse, work out like a horse, and sleep like a horse.
Yeah.
I mean,
but what did we do back in the day too? We worked hard. My granddad, your dad, you guys, it was laborious work. And we weren't inside playing video games or sitting at the desk all day,
Right.
So there's this deal where calories equals energy. And we had to eat a lot back then when we were in the farms or Donner Party and all that, because we were working hard. And at this point, we do everything we can. Kylee and I, or anyone in our gym, is not a nutritionist, and we're okay with that. So as much as we feel so comfortable with the anatomy, the kinesiology of the body and how it changes and what it works, we do most of our research is based off of nutrition, because it's always changing.
So you consider that your gym is very, very evidence-based?
Very, very evidence-based.
It's not your opinion.
No. It is absolute to the research. And from the doctors, we do every single day, we require each other and from our team to teach each other something. So 80% part of the battle when it comes to getting the physique or the lifestyle, the health-based lifestyle that you want, it comes from eating, for sure, and the nutrition side of it. And so that is why we plug into so much research on behalf of nutrition.
That's fantastic. Kylee, are there a lot of bad eating habits that people have that you really have to get in there and dispel?
Yes. I think there's just a lot of misconceptions. I think there's just so much to know and so much to understand in nutrition that I think there's just a lot of misconception. So I think that's one reason people struggle. Not necessarily that they have bad habits, they just don't know the right habits.
The right habits. Well, we're up against a break here, and when we come back, I'm going to ask you two things. Number one, I want some nutritional myths debunked because I know how I eat and how I should be eating. But also, you have a switch program. And your switch program, I would imagine that involves a switch, and you beat your clients around to work harder, run faster. Is that the switch program?
Switch to being vibrant.
You know what it stands for.
All right, when we come back from break, Vibrant Life Radio Show with our great guests, Camie, Cragg, and Kylee and Keenan. Come on back, we'll talk about switching.
Consign Furniture has grown to be the largest consignment store in northern Nevada, with over 23,000 square feet of showroom to choose from.
Living rooms, dining rooms, bedrooms, and so much more. They offer all types of household items at 70% off retail prices.
Consign Furniture has new inventory arriving daily. Come in and find that special piece you're looking for, or furniture for your whole house.
Consign Furniture offers pickup and delivery service to make it easy and convenient to spruce up your home or even get rid of things you're not using.
Do you have items in storage costing you money each month?
Don't worry, Consign Furniture can help. Nervous about having strangers come to your house?
Don't worry, Consign Furniture can help.
Located at 2335 Market Street in Reno. Stop by today or call them at 775-824-0222 and let them help take the guesswork out of selling your furniture or household items.
Easy way to sell, smart way to buy. 775-824-0222.
When I think of Gino the Soup Man, only one word comes to mind. That's yum-y. That's right. Now let me tell you about their soups that you can find in Whole Foods, or you can find them in Great Basin Co-op right here in northern Nevada. They're only $11.99 per quart, which means a meal for two and a little bit left over for that midnight snack. That's Gino the Soup Man with the soup that got it all started. That's totally tomato, where you can actually taste the tomato, roasted eggplant, crazy kale, and then my wife's favorite, coconut corn and sweet potato chowder. That's right. Great Basin Co-op and Whole Foods is where you'll find Gino the Soup Man. Just go to the freezer department there. They are absolutely bursting with flavor. Almost all of Gino the Soup Man's soups are gluten-free, and all of them are totally 100% dairy-free. That's why you're going to want to grab Gino the Soup Man soups. Coming soon to Grateful Gardens as it opens up at 555 South Virginia Street here in Midtown Reno, Nevada.
Hey, honey, what a great idea to get the Cancer Plus policy from Gary Paget Insurance. You know, it not only covers cancer, but 27 other dreaded diseases.
You know, sweetheart, I'll tell you what, it's amazing, and what a great price.
What's more amazing is that the policy's guaranteed, it's renewable for life, and the benefits are paid regardless of other insurance that we have.
You know, plus the payments are paid directly to us. Benefits don't change when you and I turn 65, and we don't have to be hospitalized to receive these benefits.
Well, we need to give all of our friends and family Gary Paget's number.
Gary Paget Insurance offers the best available term life insurance rates and a cancer insurance policy that also covers 27 additional diseases. Visit GaryPagetInsurance.com. That's GaryPaget insurance.com. Or give them a call at 760-223-1952. That number again is 760-223-1952.
Welcome back to Vibrant Life Radio. We're so excited to be here. And as you can tell, we have a lot of energy in the room with these two great gals. I want to give a big shout out to Chandra, who's here with us as well, our fantastic administrator at Vibrant Family Smiles, and our other sponsor, TMJ Therapy and Sleep Center. Okay, back to these two gals with all their great information.
Okay, let's talk about fat.
Oh.
Let's talk fat.
It's the size of a softball.
Right.
Ooh, okay.
Fat is not good. In fact, fat is now probably eclipsing smoking as the number one cause for self-imposed death. And this is affecting children.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, we've got childhood obesity has more than doubled in children and tripled in the past 30 years. I think, very soon, 50 to 70% of this country will be considered overweight and and obese and morbidly obese.
2048, they were projecting that pretty much 90% of all Americans are going to be obese.
And that leads to one of my pet subjects, of course, is sleep apnea, and that leads to sleep apnea. But so many other things. I mean, fat is a big problem.
Right. Yeah.
So you ladies are expert at managing fat.
Yes.
Right? Getting rid of fat. And you have this switch program, and I think I figured it out, because switch just means I'm going to switch your behind until you lose some weight. But that's not what that stands for. What is your switch program?
So, I mean, you're on the right road there. It's our moral behind that is from nothing to everything, and that includes fat loss, but it stands for strength, weight loss, intensity, transformation, confidence, and health.
Awesome.
So those are those are all the things that we really want to incorporate in our switch program, which is a boot camp style of class. We have classes every week, Monday, Wednesday, and Friday mornings, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday evenings, and then we have 2 classes offered on Saturday. And in that program, we have all levels of fitness, and I think that's one thing that attracts people is that you can come and work out, and it can be your first workout ever, or you can be the elite athlete that's still looking for that competitive drive or a new set of goals or whatever it is. But we have a structure behind all of our workouts. They're all detailed. They're all well thought out, and some of them are muscle specific, whereas some of them are also more cardio based. In that same sense, that we also offer menus every week, and offer nutrition guidance. So we encourage people to come to us with questions, and we send out emails, keeping them updated on the events that we have going on that week, the new menus, any of the new programs that we're offering.
You have a 30-day clean eating program that you do as well, and you provide all the menus for that and some instruction on how to prepare and things like that. Does that really? Do you feel like that gives people an extra bump with their weight loss
Definitely.
plan?
And that's one thing we coach in our switch program from the very beginning is that, we're excited that you're here to work out. We see you working out every day, getting your sweat on, but we convey to them that it's important to do their work outside of the gym. Yep. And that's why we offer the nutrition as well.
Are the boot camps a specific start and stop period of time? First question. Second question would be, hey, I work 8 to 5.
Right.
How can I get involved in the boot camp program?
So we do have specific classes for our switch program. Monday, Wednesday, and Friday is at 6 a.m. to 7 a.m. And then Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday is at 5:30 p.m. So we do have both the morning hours and the evening hours. And then, Saturday we have 7 a.m. or 8:15 a.m.
And you still have availability in those programs?
Yes.
When does the next switch program start?
Everything starts month to month, but of course we encourage people, if you're ready to start now and we'll prorate it for the rest of the month so that you can get in and start putting in the work.
Okay, if you're thinking about the switch program, who would they call? What would they ask for?
They can either email myself or Camie, Facebook us, or stop by and just say, we're interested in the switch program, and we'll usually encourage them to come try a class before they commit to anything and just see if it's something that they're interested in.
So you can come and try one for free
absolutely.
or no obligation.
Yeah.
So switch again stands for, it was sweat, whining, intensity.
Intensity, yes. Strength, weight loss, intensity, transformation, confidence, and health.
Yay.
I really like it. Who thought of that switch acronym?
I did. When we were getting ready to open CCF, I didn't want it to be just a normal boot camp. I wanted to be way deeper than just a class. Yeah. And I wanted to make sure that every single person left that month with one of those words. Okay.
Exactly.
And if they all leave with all 5 of them or just 2 of them, I feel like we've done a darn good job of helping them. And the basic thing, which is really, really neat in all the classes, we're all working over or onto one goal, which is our overall health.
Right.
So we're all doing a good job there.
You are. And you know what else I can honestly attest to is that you are a spiritual guide as well. You're one of those people that when you leave, you've got this great feeling about, what you just did. And that really means a lot to somebody who's really trying hard to lose some weight and get fit.
Yeah, you talked about nutrition and how important nutrition is to health. We do have a call from Laura. I understand Laura has quite a transformational story.
She is
due to the Camie Cragg Fitness Center.
Yeah, Laura. She's a mother of 2. She'll probably tell you, but she's a mother of 2, and I grew up with her, so it'd be just like us. Yeah. And go ahead.
Yeah, Laura, are you on the line?
I am. Yeah.
Oh well, welcome to the
Laura.
show. Welcome to Vibrant Life Radio Show. Apparently, you know these 2 gals, Camie Cragg and Kylee Keenan.
I do. Yes.
And they said you had quite a story to tell, from ill health to health. Tell us about your story.
Pretty much. Well, I just had a complete life change about almost exactly a year ago. I just had 2 children, and wasn't eating right and drinking wine every night and didn't have a clue where my life could be now. And 52 pounds lost later, and I'm a whole new person, and my children are eating healthy just like just like me every night.
Yeah. 52 pounds.
That is phenomenal.
And going.
Yeah.
And going.
How easy was it for you to get involved with some of the programs and change your diet as prescribed by these experts?
It was hard. The first month was the first 2 weeks were the hardest. Literally, sore, limping out of bed every morning. But as soon as you got in there, and you just felt so powerful doing what you thought you could never do. And it just, after 1 month, I was addicted. I haven't stopped since.
Laura, what was your biggest aha moment when you started working out?
Literally, she has us do these bench hops, and the first month, I could not make it over the bench without having to, step one foot over and then the other. And as soon as I was able to do the bench hops, 10 in a row without having to stop, I was like, okay, I'm in it. I love it.
Yeah.
And then when you meet somebody like Laura, and you were taking, I understand you were taking medications before you started working out?
No, this is not
correct.
Laura.
That was not me.
Okay.
That's her brother-in-law.
That's her. Now,
Cameron.
Now you've worked with Cameron as well.
Yeah.
Do you know? Tell us a little bit about your brother-in-law's story.
Oh, he did the huge loss program, and I don't know his total numbers, but I know he was a hard worker, and he still to this day is eating right and exercising, and we really my life has changed so many because they saw what I did there, and they all are on the same page, and it's just amazing how one person can seriously change so many people's lives.
Well,
and motivate so many.
That's fantastic. Camie, you had said that
Cameron.
Cameron was taking medications.
Yep,
for
he was on blood pressure meds. He was on antidepressants and something else. But it was one of those things where he was so lost and so down. His story was quite unique. His wife, how long have they been married, Laura?
Over 10 years.
Over 10 years. They're high school sweethearts. Told never to have kids ever.
Oh.
And long story short they have 2 sets of twins at the time was under the age of 3. Okay.
So you're saying that if they work out at Camie Cragg Fitness, that increases fertility?
Yeah. But so then he was, he full-time job, sheriff's department, and getting bigger by the moment because he was babysitting these fellas and girls at the jail and not making the best food choices and got into a lump of depression and not happy with himself. Oh. And so by the end of the huge loss program, he had sincerely pulled out of this hole, and he was our winner for the huge loss program and getting off all meds and eating and living a healthier lifestyle and pushing that into his family's lives as well.
So you saved a marriage, maybe you saved a life.
Yeah. I'm thinking it goes a little bit further than that. But then Laura, sister-in-law here, they have a connection now.
Yeah, both coming to work out all the time. How many days a week are you down there, Laura?
I'm usually down there 2 days a week in CCF and then 3 days on my own.
Oh, that is great.
Yeah.
That is so fantastic.
Oh, Laura, thank you so much for your phone call.
Laura.
It's just a testament.
Thank you.
Testament to their hard work.
Thanks, Laura.
Exactly. Of course.
I'll see you tomorrow.
Thanks,
or tonight.
Bye.
Oh, so you're like the Reverend. You want to make sure that everybody's in church on time.
Come on down here.
You will be there. That's fantastic.
Yeah, definitely. Well, some of the people that come in, like her, busy mom, she can only come in 2 days a week, and that's, I know you, that's fine. With whatever you can make happen, you come down there and do it. What's your best plan though? 4 days a week, 3 days a week. What do you recommend for
We
your
truly
clients?
believe in just living a healthy, active lifestyle. So when they're coming in 2 days a week and then they come in 2 months later and say, we're firing you, nothing has happened, then we have to play check with each other.
Sure.
Have you been doing everything that you could be doing based upon how, what you're eating, how you're eating, when you're eating? And then also, are your activity levels beyond CCF? And we don't mind. We love it when we hear you go into other gyms, going to 24-hour fitness or maybe hiking up Mount Rose, whatever it is. So we definitely push and strive for getting outside of the gym.
Right.
Fantastic. When we come back from break, I want to talk about what I can eat, what I can't eat, and if I can cheat. Again, Vibrant Life Radio Show with your host, Dr. Brian Allman and Julian Allman. And when we come back, tell me what to eat.
All right.
Consign Furniture has grown to be the largest consignment store in northern Nevada, with over 23,000 square feet of showroom to choose from.
Living rooms, dining rooms, bedrooms, and so much more. They offer all types of household items at 70% off retail prices.
Consign Furniture has new inventory arriving daily. Come in and find that special piece you're looking for, or furniture for your whole house.
Consign Furniture offers pickup and delivery service to make it easy and convenient to spruce up your home or even get rid of things you're not using.
Do you have items in storage costing you money each month?
Don't worry, Consign Furniture can help. Nervous about having strangers come to your house?
Don't worry, Consign Furniture can help.
Located at 2335 Market Street in Reno. Stop by today or call them at 775-824-0222 and let them help take the guesswork out of selling your furniture or household items.
Easy way to sell, smart way to buy. 775-824-0222.
At Bloom Bake Shop in Reno, our goal is to help you celebrate all of your special occasions. Whether you're running short on time or you just don't have the skills or desire to bake fresh, homemade desserts for your friends and family, I'm here to help. This is Chandra with Bloom Bake Shop and Floral, and I've been baking ever since I could reach the kitchen counter. I bake everything from cookies and birthday cakes for your celebrations to wedding cakes and flowers for the most special day of your life. I was raised here in Reno, and my reputation depends on providing the best desserts you've ever tasted. If you'd like to set up a tasting for your upcoming wedding cake, or if you'd just like to satisfy your sweet tooth, let me help you celebrate your next special occasion. You can give me a call at 775-287-8905, or you can see Bloom Bake Shop on the web at www.bloomreno.com. Let Bloom Bake Shop make your day a little sweeter.
As an American, you have certain inalienable rights. The right to protect your privacy, the right to protect your identity, the right to protect the delicate nature of you and your client's transactions. At American Document Destruction, their bonded and insured staff protect your rights by destroying your sensitive information, paper, media, and even hard drives. American Document Destruction offers on-site shredding, pickup, or drop-off service for both businesses and residents in northern Nevada and bordering areas of northern California. They can come to you, or you can drop off your material at 480 Coney Island Drive in Sparks. American Document Destruction will issue a certificate of destruction, and satisfaction is guaranteed. For all of your information destruction needs, know your rights. Let American Document Destruction protect them. You can find them on the web at addnv.com or call them at 775-358-2323. That's 775-358-2323.
Welcome back to Vibrant Life Radio Show. Dr. Brian Allman and Julian Allman here interviewing two fitness experts. They are NASM and AFAA certified. They read certify every year, so they know what they're doing. If you look at them, they not only do they talk the talk, but they walk the walk. Yeah. We've had a couple of great phone calls from the gals and guys that are testament to what you do. Right. And now I know we have just a very little bit of time left with you. Let's talk about food, because you said, how you work out is important. We talked about that. Aerobics is really important. But I want to talk about food, because food, in my world, the way I was raised was, it was, take all you want, eat all you take. Right. Was the old, I think that was from World War II, actually. And in my family, they would overcook. Had to clean my plate 1, 2, or 3 times so that I could get to my bowl of ice cream.
Yeah, dessert.
Damn it! I mean, so you could get to the dessert. So the goal, I was trained to overeat. I watched my grandfather sit, and I can sit there too. You're attest to this.
Oh yeah.
I mean, I don't care what you. I'll sit there and talk and eat and eat and eat. I remember watching my grandmother, because my grandfather, in his late 80s, wasn't as healthy as he should be. My grandmother would literally, mid-fork to the mouth, snatch fork out of my grandfather's mouth.
I did the same thing. I did the same thing to the poor guy all the time. Hey, give me that plate.
Because I would just, or if you put out a bowl of nuts or something, I would just sort of kind of...
Mindlessly.
Mindlessly. Yes. And even today, maybe I don't eat the breakfast I should. Maybe I don't eat the lunch I should. Right. But I literally, and I'm willing to admit this, and I bet a lot of people out there would agree with me, I use food, Deborah, you do too. I do. Yeah, I use food as a reward.
Yeah.
So if I can make it through 6, 7 o'clock, I can have that roll of Thin Mint cookies. I can have that little bag of Doritos. Look, I worked hard all day. I didn't eat that much. So I should be able to eat that.
It's a game I think people play with themselves a lot.
So how do we play this game with ourselves
the right
properly?
way?
How do we do this? What should I be doing?
All right.
Build me a menu.
It's menu building. And it's connecting with the right foods, which is your macronutrients. Macronutrients are your carbs, your proteins, and your essential fats. Whenever you see essential fats or essential minerals, that means that your body does not supply it on its own. Therefore, you have to supply it for yourself. So, proteins, carbs, and essential fats, laying it out in that way. Your essential fats are basically made up of avocados, salmons, walnuts, almonds, extra virgin olive oils, coconut oils, anything in that sort. That's going to fit that pillar.
Okay.
Now, when you go to carbs, we tend to lean more towards the low glycemic carbs, which happens to be oatmeals, steel-cut oats, brown rice,
sweet
potatoes, yams, and then trickling down to the green vegetables. And also a lot of color is good too. So we eat a lot of bell peppers, snap peas, edamame beans. What else do we eat on carbs? Cucumbers, water-based.
All your greens.
Jicama, all the greens.
Yeah.
Spinach, kale.
Yeah.
And then going into the proteins, you want to pick lean proteins to eat. So we always say the wider the better, wider the leaner.
Mm-hmm.
So your halibuts, your sea bass, your tilapia, your chicken, your ground turkey, lean ground turkey. And of course, game is super, super lean as well, but that's even weaning out a little bit.
Bison.
The
What's
bison.
really interesting is we used to eat a lot of beef. I mean, my favorite meal would be end cut, prime rib, raw horseradish, au gratin potatoes. But I love fresh green beans. So that was okay.
Healthy bit.
Well, I found and I don't know if we've done this naturally, but I found that because I'm not a big fish eater.
Right.
I've tried, trust me, I've tried, but I'm not a fish eater.
Fan.
That's a lot of
But
people.
we eat a lot of chicken.
Yep.
A
And
lot
is
of
it organic chicken? You know, you need to
Yes.
start tapping into that because so much of what we're eating right now is steroid fed. We're getting these hormones that we don't need. Hence to why our kids are going through puberty way sooner.
Exactly.
Why they're massively huge unless you're related to Brian Allman.
No,
she's referring to our son who's 6 feet 8 inches tall.
Yes.
But Jolene used to raise chickens, and which I thought was her my father-in-law. Her father passed away. And it was almost a therapy. At her mother-in-law's house, Joyce Jackson, we had 13 or 14. You had 13 or 14. My involvement was building this
we
coop.
did.
But you know what? And I always thought, what a goofy idea. But I'll tell you honestly, and I can say this publicly, those eggs that we got every day.
They were so much better.
Because we've since the chickens are gone now, but
they're with a good person though. That's taking very good care of them.
Good.
Yeah, but I really miss those free range chicken eggs. They're
and that's
amazing.
what you're looking for, Brian. You're looking for the free range. You're looking for the wild caught. You are not looking anything for farm raised. I mean, I don't mean to say this, but people really need to be on the lookout about their food. Like when you're looking at a piece of beef in Costco and it's screaming red and pink at you, you need to know that it's been dyed. Okay,
yeah, exactly.
And these things are not talked about.
Right.
And they should be talked about.
Well, what should a piece say? I'm going to buy a couple steaks. What should it look like?
It should have that.
It should be from here.
It should. It should be from your butcher.
Well, how would I know it's not dyed?
Because it's not screaming and looks like super, super pink and bright red. There's got to be a little brown, low, mild tint to it. But when it's screaming and yelling at you like a fluorescent color, we know darn well that it's not what we should be eating. And anything processed, anything refined, anything enriched, loses anything white. In the process of being processed or refined, they lose over hundreds of the minerals and vitamins that is in the food anyways. And the FDA says put back in 5 to 10 of those vitamins and minerals so we can sell this.
Yeah.
Now, I
Okay,
know
so it's being
they're not
stripped.
on our side.
Yes.
No, they are not on our side. Our nutrients are being stripped from us, which, going back to the fat is a stimulant. So when we eat fat, we automatically want more fat. Right. So at that moment, we get bigger because we're eating too much of our BMR,
How do you feel about the timing of meals? I've heard, again, Deborah and I, we use food as our reward.
Late at night.
I've heard the best way to lose weight. In fact, one of my assistants, Adelia, her now husband, played. He was an lineman for UNR, and he actually went on to play professional football. Big guy. Isaiah is his name. Great guy. And This guy was huge, but he was all muscle.
Right.
I'm an inch
Right.
taller than Isaiah, but when he stands next to me, I mean, he casts a shadow.
Right.
And he always told me, he said, the best way, Brian, to lose weight is to eat 5, 6, 7 times a day.
definitely.
Do you
That is
agree
so
with
hard.
that?
It's
Do you
so
agree with
hard.
that?
Oh yeah,
Oh,
we
yeah.
definitely we coach people all day long, and it's eating every 3 hours, 3 to 4 hours. And what you're doing is igniting your metabolism. You're boosting yourself and allowing that food to be energy to function. The moment that you do not eat, it's probably the worst thing that you could do.
Yeah.
We always say, not that we're condoning this, but go get in and out before you don't eat at all, because
Yeah,
at least
before
you're
you
getting
have
calories. You know?
Really?
No, wait a minute. Don't
Oh, don't
Yeah.
do
People
it,
are like,
Cam.
cool, I'm going.
Yay.
So Kylie, I'm
Yeah.
busy all day. I mean, I get to the office, and then it's I have a team of 10 great gals I work
Right.
with. We're working hard. I mean, I can't, as much as I would love to,
Yeah.
head down to In-N-Out Burger 6 times a day.
Yes.
I can do that. I don't have the time to do that. So what would be my solution? What would be the best way
That's
to
a great,
handle that?
A great question, because that's one thing that we see all the time is people are busy or they don't have time. And I think when you are eating healthy and eating right, it requires preparation.
Yes.
And we will coach, failure to prepare is preparing to fail.
That's awesome. That is great.
Say that again?
Failure to prepare is preparing to fail.
That is a
Wow.
great quote.
So
I've
get your
seen
Ziploc baggies and get your
Yeah.
Tupperware.
Your cooler.
Get your
Yes,
cooler.
yes.
And mark your day out. We
Yeah.
we eat,
And
and
plan ahead.
people can, people sometimes would get mad at us because we're eating in front of them, but we're on a regimen.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
we are living human beings. Our internal organs need to be fed, and we need to function properly. So therefore, our spread is 7, 10, 1, 4, and 7 o'clock, and we have all our
Wait,
meals
say that. Well,
prepared.
hold on now. That
7,
you eat at
10.
7 o'clock, 10 o'clock,
1 o'clock.
1 o'clock,
1 o'clock,
4,
4,
and 7.
and 7. So
That
it's
is
a 12-hour
great.
schedule.
That is
Yeah.
Yep.
Let me ask you this: Can you work out, or can you eat a chicken breast or something, or some? Can you eat a meal or one of your meals? Can I have a 10 o'clock snack and then work out at 10 o'clock? Or how do you feel about eating
Your
and
meals are
working out?
small.
Should you eat
Yeah.
before you work out or after?
And this kind of depends on the type of person. Some people prefer to work out on an empty stomach, especially first thing in the morning. I work out at 5 in the morning, and if I'm going to get up that early, I prefer not to eat. But some people do need that energy. So if you are going to eat something, it's best to have something that's going to have a carb that's going to carry you through. So slow releasing carb that's going to give you that energy throughout your entire workout.
your oatmeal.
Yeah,
Right.
your oatmeal, half a banana, half a cup of oatmeal, about 30 minutes prior to your workout.
And I know we're almost out of time, but tell me about
that we're out of
energy
time.
bars.
Yeah.
Tell me about protein bars. Tell me about,
Yeah.
because I've tried the Cliff bars. I like those. There's some
Right.
protein bars that have a lot of protein.
And
I mean, and they're
Yeah.
easy.
Do they?
You buy them, they're easy. What do you think about those?
Look at your nutrition label and flip it on the back and look for 2 things.
It's too small. I can't read that.
Oh, get your glass. No, get it. Look at your sodium and look at your sugar. Anything processed, anything packaged is going to have a high sodium content, and which we're about, we're supposed to be eating about 2,000 mgs, 2,500 mgs of sodium a day. And then also look at your sugar content, okay?
Right.
Anything that is not used as energy will be stored as fat. So if you're not willing to exercise and climb those calories off, then it will be stored as fatty cells.
Can I put you on the spot and ask you, if I were going to be a little lazy, I don't want to prepare for failure, but
Yes.
is there a protein bar that you would condone, or
Ooh, protein bar that I from time to time I'll have those Think Thins. Those are low sugar, low sodium.
They are
Think
higher in
Thins.
protein.
Yep, higher in protein. And then we do we just do protein shakes.
I was
too.
gonna say,
like whey protein.
Yeah, a whey protein.
Yes.
Egg
whey
whites.
protein shake?
That's
All right.
easy to prepare for.
Well, Camie, Cragg, Lyman, and Kylee Keenan, thank you so much from
Thank
Camie
you
Cragg
for having
Fitness.
us. So much.
Can I
Love you
ask you?
guys.
Can I ask you to
Great.
come back again?
We will come back.
Because I have some
Definitely.
questions that you did not answer.
Okay, let's do it.
So
Be back.
again, go for a free consultation
Yeah.
with Camie, Kylee, and their crew down at Camie Cragg Fitness.
Yes.
Again, 825-2231, 3865 Mariloma, right across from the old Hostess.
You got
Again,
it.
Vibrant Life radio show. Thank you, Jolene. What a wonderful meeting.
Thank you, guys.
Same time next week, and we'll join you, and hopefully you gals can come back.